Jeremy, we appreciate you taking the time to chat with us before this match against the LA Galaxy. Let's first go back to Saturday. 4-4 draw, obviously not the result that you guys wanted, not the ending of that match that you guys wanted. How has the group kind of processed that match?
I think if we look back, we've had a little bit of time to decompress and acknowledge that we didn't put out the 90-minute performance that we were hoping to put out. And within that 90 minutes, we had several lapses, whether we're talking about in the first 45 minutes where we weren't able to keep the ball as well as we have in the past, or in the second 45 where maybe we lost some marks on set pieces or didn't make the necessary play to prevent goals at the end of the game. So lots of self-reflection, myself first and foremost, on what I did wrong and how I contributed to some of the negatives of that game. And then basically being able to share that publicly with the group and knowing that we have an open and honest locker room that's open to criticism, but also open to fixing the problem for the next game. So that's been really promising, knowing that we scored 4 goals, and scoring 4 goals at home, you should win every game. So that gives us the confidence going forward that we will score goals, but then we just got to get back to where we have been defensively as well.
Yeah, you mentioned the 4 goals from an attacking perspective. How much confidence does that give your attacking group when you guys are able to put up 4 goals in a match?
Yeah, I think first and foremost, when you look at 4, that gives us confidence, because it doesn't matter how the ball gets in the back of the net. If you can get it in the back of the net 2 to 4 times a game, then you're really content. And aside from Seattle, we've been scoring goals. Now, you also want to analyze the way that those goals are going in. Are we becoming too dependent on one manner, or are we relying too much on something else? And as we look at that, maybe we take a step back and don't get too far ahead of ourselves as far as how many perfect chances are we creating. But ultimately, at the end of the day, we scored 4 goals. We scored multiple goal games in Orlando. So whatever it is, we've had several different goal scorers as well. It's a good time to be in the front 6.
You started on the wing and started with Jaroslav Niskoda on the field at the same time, starting a match for the first time. For you, when you play on the wing, how does that change your game, and how do you prepare? Do you prepare differently for a match when you know you're starting on the wing as opposed to on top?
Yeah, definitely prepare differently. I know what I look for in a winger when I'm playing up top, and so I try to give that from the wide position. So for me, that means trying to run in behind as much as I can so that center backs are not able to be as tight to the center forward. Unfortunately, in that first half, again, we didn't have enough possession where whoever it was that was trying to run in behind, whether it's one of the midfielders or a striker or myself, we weren't able to really feel that out. But that's kind of my biggest shift as far as how the game goes when I switch positions. But again, I think we all bring something a little bit different to the table, and once we get firing on all cylinders and used to playing with each other, whoever's out there should put together a good attacking display.
You guys play the LA Galaxy now. You saw them at the MLS's back tournament. Your first game there, you beat them. That was a few months ago at this point, almost 2 months ago at this point. How much can you take from that match and expect things to be similar?
I think we have to be aware of the history that we've had with the Galaxy. Obviously, we had a little bit of success with them last year and at MLS's back. But if you look at that game most recently, there were a couple game-changing moments, starting with the penalty kick, the double save that Steve Clark had, which was incredible. But it gave us a lot more life in a game that was very even-keeled, and it demoralized them a little bit. And you fast forward to the second half, still 0-0, I believe, when Chicharito misses a chance that I know that he expects to finish and we expect him to finish. So we have to be humble in the fact that, yes, we put up a good game. We scored two good goals, but that game could have gone other ways as well. And so now we fast forward, and after a tough MLS is back for them, they've put off 2 really big wins, one against LAFC and now one against San Jose. So they're going to be full of confidence and probably feel that they could have gotten a better result against us in that. We have to be aware and ready to go.
Jeremy, we so appreciate you taking the time to chat with us before that match against the Galaxy. Good luck on Wednesday night against LA.
Thanks, Jake.